Hey, Paula Williams with ABCI. As promised, this week we're going to talk about keeping great people. Last week we talked about hiring great people and how that is actually a marketing problem. Keeping great people is also a marketing problem. You want to think about your employees as customers. Richard Branson's written a lot about this, and there's been a lot of great inspiration, to this effect. You want to think about how your company is also selling to your employees. And you want to always be selling and always be marketing. So, it used to be that once you got a customer, they would stay with you for life and you didn't have to continue to be selling or marketing to them. But especially if you're selling a subscription product, I like to think about every single interaction is selling the next step with that person. And it's the same thing with the people that work for me. If I want them to keep working with me, I want to make sure that every interaction is a good one. And, that doesn't mean that it's always positive, but at least it's a move forward, or enlightening, if not always entertaining. So you want to think about that in terms of your team members. How can you always be marketing to them? And thinking about it in terms of a marketing campaign, the list, the offer, and the presentation. So the list is, who are your current employees or team members? And what do they want? What are they asking for? This sounds like a really simple thing to say. And, a lot of people have never really asked. They either make assumptions about what people want. I know one company that thought everybody wanted to work at home, and so they got rid of the offices. Turned out that was a bad idea because some of their best team members really liked working with other people and having that common space and everything. And they ended up leaving because they didn't have an office to go to, and they didn't have that camaraderie that they were used to having. Your team may be the opposite. They may be people that want to have more flexibility in their schedule and they want to be able to work from home. So, don't make assumptions. Ask, who are your employees? Where are they in their lives right now? What else are they working on? What do they want? How can you make that easier for them? And how can you make the work that they do for you fit together with what they're currently doing in an easier way? So that's the list. The offer. What can you offer them besides money? Of course, you want to make sure that they are well paid as anybody that you're hiring new, and anybody that any job that they could get on the market these days. You can't always pay top dollar, but when you can, you certainly want to. But think past that. What else can you offer them besides money? So it could be that you run a flight school. So what you have is ground school software that you could give them access to, or maybe they can use the simulator during off hours, or whatever the situation is. You may have some resources that your team members could use or have access to in a way that helps them learn more about your company and what you offer and the value that you bring to customers, and also makes them happier as employees or team members. So that's your offer. In terms of your presentation, you want to make sure that they know about the advantages of working with you. So a lot of people never see what they have until it's gone. A lot of people never use some of the benefits that they have on their books until they go to another job and realize that that benefit isn't there. So, you want to make sure that you're talking with your people. And a lot of really great companies do this. I haven't started doing this yet, but I think I need to start having a 15 or 30-minute conversation with every single person on my team once a month that is just about, how are you doing? What's frustrating you? What's bugging you? What could we do better? What could we make easier for you? And the answer may not be what they always want, but at least I'm interested in asking, what are some ways that we can make things easier or better for you? And what ideas do you have for improving things about the way we run the company? And those kinds of things, just so that people have that opportunity and you've got that door open. And it may not always result in anything, but at least you have that interest going on, and you know what's happening, and you have that opportunity to present. Did you know that we have this available for you, and are you taking advantage of that? So that you're selling the advantages of working with you every single month to your employees as well as to your customers. So once again, keeping great people is a sales or marketing challenge, and you want to look at it in terms of list, offer, and presentation. So I'd love to hear your tips on how to keep great people, or how to make any of those elements better. Talk to you soon.